Hey guys, here we are with the next video of Kell Brook, or Errol Spence versus Kell Brook, keys to victory. And in this video, we're going to talk about fighting on the inside and beating the clinch. One thing that Errol Spence is going to need to do is fight on the inside, and not necessarily make it an ugly fight. But Kell Brook is mostly going to be looking to fight probably at a distance, because Errol Spence is very strong and he's very tough to beat in the clinch. So I think that Kell Brook's going to be looking to land from the outside and then come in and smother his shots, very Mayweather-esque, and look to land his clean punches that way. He doesn't always set his shots up. Kell Brook set his shots up super well. So sometimes you can time him as he's coming in, or just read him a little bit better, because he doesn't always have the most active of guards. But let's go ahead and talk about, let's go ahead and get into it and see why I think that this is going to be something successful for Errol Spence. So right there, you've got Kell Brook coming in with the right hand. That's going to be something he's going to be trying to do all night. Even though it lands, it doesn't matter. Frankie Gavin gets his hand on to Kell Brook, holds him, creates space, and then is able to land a body shot right there. And that's the kind of inside fighting that Errol Spence is going to need to do all night. Even if he's taking shots like that, he's going to need to be able to counter or to get the last punch in. And being a great amateur, that's something that Errol Spence is very very experienced in doing. So he's going to want to be able to catch him before he bodies up with him. Even if he winds up eating the shots, it's going to be important for him to land shots while Kell Brook is coming in. And then right there, again, really smart. After he closes the distance, fighting on the inside, catching him with shots too. Kell Brook has a decent amount of defense, but from the left-handed stance versus the right-handed stance, when you clinch, there's always a huge gap. So making sure that you're punching when he's closing the distance. Again, here's another situation where Kell Brook throws a punch, right? And he gives up lead foot dominance right here. Whoops. Illuminati. And then, even though he takes that shot, it doesn't matter. He counters back to the body and lands punches on the inside. That's going to be something he's definitely going to need to do all night. Again, Kell Brook coming in with the shot. Whether it lands or not, it doesn't matter. Errol Spence is going to need to counter back and land his own body shots when Kell Brook comes in to try and smother him. And that's going to stop him from being able to come in and just smother his offense. Again, misses the shot, the right hand, and then lands the body shot right there before he can smother him, because this is exactly what Kell Brook's going to be looking to do all night. And then now when they are in this zone, see how Kell Brook has his head over Frankie Gavin's right shoulder, right? That's going to allow him to create space right here to throw the left uppercut right here, which is something that Errol Spence does very well fighting on the inside. Even if he's not able to land the left uppercut to the head, he can land the right body, or the body shot to his right side as well, even though Frankie Gavin goes for that one right there. Then again, lead with the right hand, catch him with the body shot, another body shot, before he can tie him up and move to the outside. Now this is also a really good one too. Boom, again on the outside, or on the inside when they go to clinch, when Kell gets his arm on top of Errol Spence's arm, it's going to still allow him to punch on the inside. Really good stuff from Frankie Gavin there. And again, right there, on his way in, boom, catching him with another body shot. And that's something that Errol Spence is going to need to do all night. Let's go ahead and look at some examples of Errol Spence doing that. So here's Algieri trying to catch him with a shot coming in. He takes lead foot dominance and he catches him with a shot. You can't really see it because the video quality is such shit, but he actually catches him with two shots. I have a highlight clip of it coming up. And then what he does right here, the reason I want to point this out is he drags him to the ropes. He gets his arm around him when Algieri gets his arm around his body, right, to clinch him. Errol Spence just grabs his arm and pulls him to the ropes. This is exactly what he's going to need to do, Errol Spence, all night long to make it a really rough and physical fight, and that's going to stop Kell Brook from wanting to clinch with him and try to make it a cleaner fight, or it'll just make him put his hand on top of his head. But it's also going to change. Oh, and here's an example of Frankie Gavin doing that to Kell Brook. Right after Kell Brook gets his arm on him like that, and then he just pulls him to the ropes and lands a body shot. That's going to be something that Errol Spence is going to need to look to do every single time Kell Brook tries to clinch with them. Again, right here, lead right hand. I don't know if it lands. It doesn't matter. But then Errol Spence throws the body shot right there. He does take a couple body shots himself, but that's not important. Again, he gets his arm around his body, his body to try and clinch him. And now this is what Errol Spence is also going to need to do. Look at the position that he's in right now, as he's standing straight up right here, and Algieri's like kind of pushing him to the ropes. And now, so he's standing completely straight up right here. And now he starts taking a seated stance, right? And that pulls his body away from Algieri, creating space and allows him to punch right here. You know, he's kind of tied up his arm, you know, but that's also a product of Algieri putting his arm around him. So Errol Spence is allowed to do some good body work or some good head work. Again, right here in this position, you can't really hit Chris Algieri's head because of the position on his other shoulder, but it allows you to hit him in the body. Then again, right here, excuse me, right here, he tries to grab him and tie him up, right? Tries to get his arm. Errol Spence is going to need to keep punching. Just keep punching. Don't let him just hold you, right? Take that athletic stance. Here, let's go back right here. Keep that athletic stance, right? And just keep punching. Don't let him hold you. And that's going to allow him to push Kell Brook to the ropes. Because as you see, after he misses the holding, he's completely out of position. And he doesn't have a way to set up offense. And that's going to allow him to push him back to the ropes. And then Errol Spence does beautiful work here. Again, also, when he goes to throw punches, punching, be the last one to punch, right? Like the amateurs, look for those holes, look for those openings, and catch him on the breaks. Make sure that you find all the punches that you need to find on the inside. Again, right here, almost gets countered, finds a shot inside, controls his head a little bit, and then bam, catch him on the break. That's going to be a huge key for him to beat Kell Brook, is fighting on the inside. Not to say that Kell Brook is a slouch fighting on the inside himself, but it's gonna be a massive factor for Errol Spence. Again, punching, being the last one to punch. Again, finding those openings to land his offense. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'm on to the next video.